Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Open Heart Healing. Welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah and I am a Christian mystic, and Jesus and the Holy Spirit speak to me and through me. So we're going to do a card reading like we usually do. Maybe someday I'll do other videos again, but I don't know. I just like to do a card reading about once a week if I can. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to start shuffling. I already cleared the decks and pre-shuffled them. So we'll see what cards we get. Yeah. I hope you're all doing well. Don't really have anything much to say. I am offering one-on-one coaching sessions and healings and personal card readings. If anybody's interested in those, you can send me an email and we can get that set up, and I just do that on a donation basis. So whatever you feel is appropriate to pay, whatever you're able to pay, is okay with me and Jesus. So, yeah. All right. It was funny, my last video, if you watched it or if you didn't, I guess it doesn't matter, but my last video I had the my evil eye dream catcher thing behind me, because that was Jesus is like saying Jesus is watching you. Anyway, but I noticed when I was, because I watched the video back after I uploaded, I watch it one time just to see, you know, if I need to take it down for any reason. But right away I was like, oh, the way the feathers were like in an arc. My head was like blocking like most of the feathers, but you could see like this. So anyway, it looked like I had like devil horns. And I was like, oh no, that's not good, Jesus. But then Jesus said that that was intentional, and that was just Jesus. He was just trolling the demons. Okay then. You know, because I'm a demon hunter, apparently. Because at first I was like, I don't want that up there. I don't want to look like a demon. Ooh. All right, we got 3 at once, and that's what we really need is 3. These are all brown. I was hoping for like some pink and, you know. I like when the cards match my outfit. I'm such a girl. Oh, okay. Well, wow. These cards are talking. No? All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess we're getting 4 of those because I don't know how to choose. They're not telling me if there's one I'm supposed to put back. So we're taking all of them. Ooh, wow. Okay, all right, all right. Okay, well that was a short shuffle. It's always good. I always wonder, like, should I just shuffle off camera before I hit record, you know, and then just start with the cards already on the table and stuff? I don't know. But then I usually use the shuffling time to say if there's anything I want to talk about, or if anything just wants to come out of my mouth while I'm getting the cards. It's always good. But anyway, so today we are using the Spirit Animal Oracle deck for our Oracle deck, and we got number 55, Snake Spirit, Time to Heal. If you've been watching my videos at all recently, this is a big theme that's been coming up about healing, and that it's time to heal. It's time for everyone to do their inner work and to do their healing work and their shadow work and stuff. So maybe we'll get more from that card, but of course, seems to be a big theme. I guess that's what Jesus wants us all to focus on right now. And then we got number 31, Groundhog Spirit, Time to Let Go. So time to heal, time to let go. Those go together, right? Let go of the past, let go of the baggage, let go of the trauma, the wounding. Let go of the gunk in your heart. I said that weird. Gunk. Okay. And number 10, Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. And then this card is reminding me of, if you saw the last reading, I had the, it was a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck called Thunder. and it had like a herd of buffalo stampeding on it. And that was quite a message. Yeah, I watched that video. You guys, I love you if you're, I love you. I love everyone no matter what, but I love you if you're still watching me, if you're still with me and you're still watching, because I watched that last video back and I was like, okay, what? The messages were so deep and out there. I'm like, nobody, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, how is anyone following what I'm saying? But you know what? Jesus said it's all right. Like, even if people don't understand the words that I'm saying, it's all about the energy, and I energetically activate people. So like, even if you don't understand fully what I'm talking about, just listening to my voice and listening to the words can have an effect on you, a positive effect, hopefully, you know? So anyway, yeah, I just was like, okay, no wonder nobody listens to anything I say. I talk crazy. Okay. And then we're using a new tarot deck today. Usually we use the Light Seers Tarot because that's the only, well, A, that's my favorite tarot deck. And B, it doesn't have any nudity in it, so it's safe for me to use on YouTube. Although I did just recently hear a fairly big tarot reader on YouTube say that she's not getting any grief from YouTube anymore about the nudity on the cards. And she was using the Rider-Waite Tarot with the nudity, and she didn't have her cards altered or anything. So I don't know, maybe it's not a thing anymore, but just to be on the safe side, I probably am going to stick with the decks that don't have the nudity. But anyway, so the only one that I knew that I had that was appropriate to use on YouTube was the Light Seers Tarot. But then I went through and looked at my Arcanum Tarot and realized, and it doesn't have any nudity, or I didn't see any. So I figured this was a safe deck to use now too. So I thought, switch it up, try something new, try something different, you know? So anyway, this is called the Arcanum Tarot, I believe. And we have a major arcana number 8, Strength. These cards are very beautiful, as you can see. This is a Leo card. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, that's interesting. I pulled cards for myself with a different tarot deck this morning, and I got the same card. And then I thought it was the same deck because the pictures kind of have, that's the Gilded Tarot, but that one has nudity in it, so I can't use it. But anyway, I was confused because I was like, wait, the bird is different in this card then, but it's a different deck. Because I was really weirded out by the bird on the 9 of Pentacles on the Gilded Tarot. If anybody has that deck, go look at your 9 of Pentacles and look at the bird. It has like a helmet on or something with like streamers coming out of that. It's very strange. Anyway, this one also has a bird because, yeah, I think the Rider-Waite 9 of Pentacles has a bird too. So that's a thing. Anyway, I suppose I should show you the card. See, here's the bird up on her shoulder. And the 9 of Pentacles usually represents, like, the traditional meaning of it is like an independently wealthy woman kind of a vibe. Doesn't have to be a woman, you could be a man. But just being, yeah, like self-sufficient, being financially independent, that kind of a thing. Kind of like having everything on your own, but you're all on your own. And then if you get to the 10 of Pentacles, then you get to have the partner and the family and everything, you know? So the 9 to the 10, we don't have the 10 of Pentacles here though, but anyway. And then we got the 2 of Swords. And last but certainly not least, we have another major arcana. We have number 1, the Magician. The Magician is all about like manifesting, you know, like being able to manifest anything you want, having all the tools of the different elements of nature, you know, water, earth, fire, air, at your disposal, and you know how to use them, and you know how to combine them and alchemize and create magic, I guess, the Magician, right? And then he has the infinity symbol over his head. I don't know what the traditional purpose of that is. I have a book, I could probably look that up, but anyway. All right, I think you can, I think last time I didn't remember to put the cards all the way forward or all the way down towards me. That way you can kind of see them. So, I told you the cards. No, I don't know. I am really out of it. Yesterday I was really out of it. Today I still feel out of it. I don't know, but I got my black tourmaline bracelet on, so hopefully that'll help ground me a little bit. And I hopefully don't get too hot with this whole like turtleneck and a shawl. This is what they said to wear today, so this is what we're wearing. I would like if the shawl was a little bit lighter weight. It's a very heavy, like heavy yarn made. It's like homemade. I bought it on eBay, but this is my first time actually wearing it because it's not very practical. I realized it's kind of like you can't wear a coat with it, but it's warm, so it's kind of like its own coat. So anyway, it's a very specific temperature that has to be outside for me to be able to like comfortably wear this outside and inside. So anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that. Okay, let's see. So we talked about time to heal and then time to let go, and how those two both say time. So there's something about time. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to mention that also part of the reason that I feel out of it sometimes is because Spirit told me that I am now operating outside of linear time. Maybe I mentioned this in a reading recently. I feel like I was talking about this, but maybe I was just talking about it with a friend. I don't know. Forgive me if I've already mentioned this, but yeah, that I'm operating outside of linear time. Like, so I'm not inside of time, the time matrix anymore. And I don't know. I don't know what that means exactly or what, but so I often just kind of am like, I feel like I'm not really fully here anymore. Like I'm here, obviously, hi, I'm here, physically I'm here. But energetically, I'm kind of in a different plane or something. I don't know. So I guess maybe somebody watching this is also experiencing that, or you are also operating outside of time, but you didn't know that. And now you are realizing that you are also. I don't know. It's a strange, anyway. So that's why I can't really have like a regular job anymore and stuff, because of the like, it's so like time-based, right? Like you have to be there at a certain time and work a certain amount of hours and get off at a certain amount of time, and your breaks have to be a certain amount of time and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Like, I'm just like, no, I can't function in that realm anymore, in that reality. So I don't, at least for now, hopefully forever. I don't ever want to go back to a 9-to-5 job or whatever. Anyway, but yeah, so the time thing, and then about the time to heal, time to let go, letting go of your baggage. We already mentioned that. But then 55 to 5s, especially repeating 5s, means change. You know, can mean change. So, and then also I'm being reminded how I changed it up with the different tarot decks. So change. So maybe I'm getting the message that somebody should change up their daily routine in some way. So like if you always take a certain route to work or something, try going a different route. Or if you always just do things in a certain way, try like switching it up and use a different brand of toothpaste. That's very random. Okay. Or it can be anything, right? Drink a different brand of coffee, or just, I don't know, do whatever you're guided to do. If you're guided to do something, if you feel like, oh, I should go this way today, or I should try this toothpaste, or I should do this instead of what I normally do it because there must be a reason. And that would be different things for different people. So I guess I don't have any more specific information on that, but just something to keep in mind. Also, it's always a good idea to listen to your intuition, right? If you get little nudges or little feelings about things, or like, oh, I just feel, this doesn't make logical sense, but I just feel like I should do this. I feel like I should go here right now, or whatever. An example that Spirit actually just reminded me of this like yesterday. So I guess it's because of, I love when that happens. Like, sometimes I get these messages ahead of time, but I don't know the messages for the reading until I get into the reading, and then I'm reminded of what I was already just told. But I think it was earlier this year in spring or something, I just had this strong urge to go to our local thrift store that I don't go to very often. I just don't really go shopping much anymore, but I was just really like, had this feeling I had to go to this thrift store, and I was like, okay, my boys always need new clothes, and so I was like, well, maybe I'll find some clothes for the boys or whatever. But I had just recently been thinking about these pajamas that I had bought at Walmart actually last year, and they're like little summer pajama set or whatever, and I really like them. And I was like, oh, I really wish I would have bought more of those, like 1 or 2 more sets of those pajamas, because they're comfortable and they're nice and cool and they're cute and whatever. Anyway, when I went to the thrift store, lo and behold, they had a whole rack of like brand new from Walmart, like leftover of these pajama sets. And so I got a couple more. And I was like, oh, it was like, it was like a little gift from the universe, right? Like, here you go. You've been wanting more of these. And we knew they were at the thrift store. So we told you to go to the thrift store, even though you didn't know why. And then once I saw them, then I knew why. And I was like, oh, okay. I love when that happens. Anyway, so that's, yeah, just a little example of how that can show up in your life. Like, listen to those things, and then magical things can happen. And then you're like, oh, that's so cool. Like, what a fun way to live, right? And I'm getting really hot now, which is what I was worried about. And I didn't even put a fan over here like I was going to. Okay, well, hopefully I cool down. When I channel, it's sometimes, I never know. I don't always get hot, but sometimes I just get really hot. This groundhog is so cute. Look at this groundhog. He's so cute. He's holding a little heart. And he's got like this like decoration. Like he's got all this. It's not, maybe it's kind of like jewelry, I guess. Like he's all got a bunch of jewelry on. Okay, this is annoying. This cloth keeps getting pulled up by my shawl, I think. Anyway. So what's up with that? Looking cute. If you're feeling kind of blah or whatever, maybe you want to just kind of get, take a shower and get all cleaned up and like put your makeup on if you wear makeup and put some jewelry on or something, because it can make you feel better. I'm also with the time to let go and looking how he's like clinging onto this little heart. It's just kind of giving me the message of somebody has some kind of past heartache or something that it's time for them to let go of it, because it's not for your highest good to hang on to it anymore, which of course is easier said than done, right? I know that for sure. I've had to let go of pretty much everyone in my life, and some have been quite hard to let go of. But anyway, that's the message I'm getting there too, is that somebody's inner work involves letting go of past heartbreak, or letting go of someone or something that you love that you don't want to let go of, but you have to let go of them. So I guess this is Spirit telling you to work on that a little bit. All right, now the Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide, and the number 10 is giving me the message today about having an abundance mindset. I've spoken about this a few times in the past, but most of you probably haven't heard me say it. So one of the best things I ever learned, and I learned it from an ex-boyfriend, was to have an abundance mindset, because I grew up in a family that was very poor, and we never had enough money, and we never had money to buy anything, and it was always a struggle. And I just always watched my mom and my stepdad, stressing out about money and talking about money and never having any money. And anyway, that's just how I was raised. So I didn't really know a different way. But then when I was in that relationship with my ex-boyfriend, he has an abundance mindset. I don't know how he got it, but whatever. He had it. And so I kind of just learned through his example. I learned how to do it. Like, you just, I don't know. And it's hard. Like, I guess if I did like one-on-one coaching with someone, I could kind of maybe help them figure it out. But it's hard for me to just kind of universally like give. It's not, a lot of things are not just like a one size fits all, you know, you have to kind of tailor things to the individual in a way that is relevant and meaningful to their life, and that in a way that will work for them. So I don't really have advice of like, how do you do that for just anyone? But I don't know. I just began to like value myself and value my worth and realize like I am worthy of money and the work that I do is important. And, you know, I should be financially compensated accordingly. And I don't know, something in me just kind of switched. And ever since then, ever since I was with him, like I mean, I've gone through tough times financially. COVID, it was because of COVID. It took my business. So, and my business was the first time that I had been abundant in my life. But because I developed that abundance mindset, I was able to even like, you know, keep going. Like I bought my house and like 8 months later, COVID hit and I lost my business, which was the only way I could have ever in my entire life afforded a house on my own. And I thought for sure, I was like, I'm going to lose this house like within a year. Like I won't have my house anymore. But I managed to hang on to the house for like over 3 years. Was it 3 years? 2 years? 3 years. Yeah, like 3.5 years. So that was really good. Because money just kind of came in from all different directions. And I didn't really have to worry about it or try too hard. You know, I had family who very generously, some of you might be watching, thank you so much if you ever donated money to me during my times of hardship, because it was everybody like kind of, it was all the money coming in together that allowed me to be able to keep my house for as long as I did. And so it was just a little bit here and a little bit there and whatever. And I worked any jobs I could find that I was able to do. So, you know, all of those things pieced together, like I had enough money to always pay my bills and, you know, put food on the table and things like that. So, yeah, having that abundance mindset really had served me well, has served me well, continues to serve me well. So this card is just telling me that message of, so somebody watching this, maybe you don't know anything about this. Maybe you just have a lack mentality and you don't know anything about having an abundance mindset, or maybe you're aware of it and you're working on it or something like that. And you know, you should work on it, I guess. So yeah, like I said, if you need any help or even if you just have a question, you can send me an email. I was supposed to tell you that, like before I started the video, I was told to say, if you ever have any questions about anything I say or whatever, my beliefs, or because I was like, oh, someone might be, I always think like, oh, there might be someone watching who is like, how can she be a Christian, call herself Christian, and she talks to Jesus, but she's reading tarot cards? Like, because a lot of people, like, they can't, those two things don't go together. They're mutually exclusive or whatever. So anyway, I was supposed to just let you know, if you ever have any questions or anything, I always put my email in the description box down below. So you can feel free to send me an email. I'm happy to answer any questions. If anyone has, you know, if I can, I don't have all the answers to everything, but you know, like I said, if it's something I say and you think, I'm curious about that, or that doesn't quite make sense, or you just have a question about it, you know, yeah, let me know. Happy to interact with you guys. Because, yeah, the few of you who watch my videos, you are my people, I guess. Jesus said that I can't remember what I say now in videos and what I don't say, whatever. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize. I don't know. But, you know, Jesus told me I don't have a soul tribe here on earth. I don't have a group, a community that I'm going to belong to. Like, I'll never fit into any community that there is or any group that already exists. But that yeah, I did say this. Maybe somebody didn't hear it when I said it the last time. But I am meant to connect one-on-one with certain people. So I have people to connect with, but it's kind of just on an individual basis, you know, like they have to be drawn to me, and I work basically kind of one-on-one. So anyway, yeah. The lion in this strength card is so beautiful. And he's wearing like a double gold chain. I don't know. I don't know if you can you see? Right down here. I don't know why he's wearing a gold chain, and also I don't know why I think it's so funny. Again, with the jewelry is being highlighted. I was guided to wear a lot of jewelry today. As you can see, I've got a ring on each hand and a bracelet on each wrist and a necklace and earrings, and I even have a braid in my hair. I got that message recently too about like, it was just randomly like accessorize, something about accessorizing. And I was like, that, I don't know, nobody said anything about it. Nobody told me that that resonated for them. And then I thought maybe it had to do with Halloween costumes or something, but now I'm getting the same with the groundhog, how he's wearing all that jewelry, and then she's just got like a headband on and stuff, but how that lion's wearing gold chains. It's so silly. I don't think the creator, the artist, was intending for that to make people laugh, but I'm finding it humorous for some reason. So I don't know. I mean, accessorize is not a great message. That's maybe there's something like, do you have a piece of jewelry that has, you know, sentimental value for you or something like that? Because the reason I'm saying that is because I was guided. I didn't have this bracelet on. I had all the rest of this jewelry on, and then Spirit said to put this bracelet on. This bracelet was my Grandma Mertz. And I was guided to put it on. So I'm thinking that this accessorize message is related to somebody has a piece of jewelry that is like a family heirloom, you know, or was like a grandparent's or something like that, a parent's. Could be like a watch, could be anything. And there's something about that, like maybe you should be wearing it, keeping it by your bedside. I don't know why you would do that, but maybe it would help you connect with that loved one or something. You know, because there are psychics who can hold on to an item, a physical item, right, of somebody's, and then they can get information about that individual from the object. I don't know what that's called. It probably has a name. But that's fascinating to me. I don't have that ability, at least not yet. You never know. You never know what's going to pop up next on this journey. But yeah, anyway, that's a cool, really cool. Maybe one of you watching this has that ability, that you can hold a physical object in your hand and get information from holding the object. Now I'm going to have to Google that and see if that does have a name. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so kind of getting like these two are going together, the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. She's looking, in this version of the card and this deck, she's just looking kind of, usually the Nine of Pentacles being, you know, like financially independent and self-sufficient and just, you know, killing it on her own kind of a thing. I never say that. It usually has like a good, like a positive vibe, right? Like she's happy, like the person is happy. But in this deck, her face, she's not looking that happy. She's looking kind of like, oh, is this all there is? Is this all I get? Like she's got 9 old pentacles and she's still like, yeah, this isn't. It's like she's going, no, this isn't the 10. This isn't the 10 of Pentacles. Like, this is nice. I've got my fancy bird and my fancy dress and all these pentacles, but I don't know. I know there's more. There's more that I don't have that I want. But it's not like a greedy way or a jealous way. It's just kind of in a like, yeah. And then with the Two of Swords, I was kind of getting of like this energy is keeping her stuck in the Nine of Pentacles. So this energy, this Two of Swords energy, is keeping her from having her Ten of Pentacles. So she's done a lot of work on her own. She's, you know, figured a lot of stuff out, and she's pretty content and happy with life. But there's something about this that's keep holding her back. And then once she like uncrosses her arms and takes the blindfold off, and then she'll become like the Magician. So it was kind of like these three cards went together. The Nine of Pentacles, Two of Swords here, and then the Magician. I haven't had three cards go together for quite a long time. I haven't had to hold up three together for a while, I guess. I'm just trying to tap into what this Two of Swords is about. Some kind of like blockage, or like holding on to things that are unhealthy. This kind of maybe would go with other messages I was giving earlier with the other cards here. See how she's like hugging these swords? Like that's got to be cutting her arms, right? These swords must be like cutting into her skin. It's like, well, that's not good. Like all she has to do is open up her arms, just uncross her arms and let them go. But also I'm getting, don't feel, if this message is for you, don't feel like bad about it. Don't feel bad like if you have been in this energy, or if there's been something that you've been hanging on to that's actually harmful to you and keeping you from manifesting. It's all right. It's just part of your journey, and everything happens in divine timing, right? So yeah, so no worries. It's just that now is the time to let it go. Now the blockage will be removed, or you'll get rid of a, you know, negative habit, or an unhealthy like way of thinking or something like that. Maybe this is about that like lack mentality. This could be like a lack mentality of like, I have to hold on to these swords because it's all I have in the whole world, and if I let go of these swords that are cutting me, I won't have anything. But really, like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense to me in my mind anyway. Of if you let go of that way of thinking, of the lack mentality, and you just let go because they're cutting you and they're not helping you, it's not helping you. If you just like let it go, boom, look what happens. Suddenly you have all the tools here, and you can manifest anything you want. Abundance, right? And the Nine of Pentacles, she's abundant too. So I guess that goes with that. Wow. I'm going to see if I get anything else from these two cards anyway, or if it was just those three just went together for that message. And I feel like she's being kind of, stubborn now about it. Like maybe she already knows she's supposed to let go of these swords, but she just keeps hanging on to them anyway for some reason. Maybe she's got a lot of fixed energy in her chart or something. Hard, you know, doesn't like change, doesn't like to change. But with that time to let go, the Two of Swords, it's time to let these swords go. So whatever these swords might represent to you, if this is your message, and it could be any number of things for anybody, for all the different people. So just if this is applying to you, think about your own life. Again, what is no longer serving you, or what maybe never was serving you, but maybe you just weren't aware of it. Now you're becoming aware of it, and you're like, oh yeah, I should stop doing that, or I should start doing this, or, and I don't like to say should. I don't really like the word should, but, and again, like I was getting the message that you don't have to feel bad if you've held on to something or done something up until this point because, you know, it just wasn't time to work on that yet or to let that go yet. But now it is time to let it go. Time to let go. So, yeah. It's got, this card also has a full moon on it. And, you know, I'm not real big on the moon anymore personally because of what Spirit told me about the moon. But, you know, typically the full moon does represent a good time for letting go of things. And the new moon is for manifesting new things. I don't work with the moon energy, but just some, like, I'm just getting that message from that full moon. That the full moon is about letting go also. So it's a strong theme here. I'm guessing this is going to be in the title of this video. something about letting go or whatever. Interesting. I've never really, I haven't used this deck all that much, but this, he's got the, I'm guessing that the traditional Rider-Waite, he must have this symbol. The symbol must be on that card too, but I didn't, never really like noticed or thought about it, but it's got, isn't that the for doctors? The symbol for doctors? Hello. I have no words, apparently. I'm not getting the right words today. I wish it would focus. Focus. It like won't focus. Well, anyway. Hopefully you can see that right there. Is that like the, oh, this is bugging me. That keeps getting bent. Like the Hippocratic Oath, the father of medicine, whatever his name was, something like Hippocratic, but it's not Hippocratic, right? It's something like that. Is that the symbol? Okay, I have my other phone here. I'm just going to look that up really quick. Hippocrates? So, I don't know how to say that word. Greek physician. Yeah. And now I'm gonna look at images and see. Oh, this just has pictures of him. I feel like this symbol is related to him though, is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Hippocrates. Yeah, that's exactly that symbol. Why? I wonder why that's on the Magician. That would, I don't know. Maybe that means something to somebody out there. What is the Hippocratic Oath? Is like, do no harm or something? God. Sometimes I wish I knew more stuff. Hippocratic Oath. No, I don't want images of that. The Hippocratic Oath is an oath of ethics historically taken by physicians. In its original form, it requires a new physician to swear by a number of healing gods to uphold specific ethical standards. By a number of healing gods. What? There's so much crazy stuff that's in our society that like people don't even know about. Huh. So anyway, something about the Hippocratic Oath. I still didn't figure out what that was. But I guess you can look it up if you're interested. I'll probably maybe read more about it later, but I don't want to take up too much more time on this video with that. But yeah, something about with that symbol, the Hippocratic Oath. Is there anything else about the snake or anything? The snake has been like, I've been eyeing up the snake the whole time he's been sitting out here on the table. I'm not really scared of snakes, but like some people are. But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of them either. But something maybe about snakes. Maybe someone has a snake as a spirit animal or something. Maybe that's your like Chinese zodiac sign. And you want to like look into that or something? I don't know. Or maybe you have a snake and something about your snake. I'm being reminded of a story, but I can't tell it because it's somebody else's story and it's not appropriate for me to tell that story. But something about, there was a time when the snake ring broke, and it was just like really fascinating to me. Like it was really like significant to me, although the person who was telling the story, who experienced it, like didn't really seem to care that much about it. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it for today. We are at 45 minutes. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it. I love you. If you would like to leave an emoji in the comments, we already did that one. Leave a lion. How about leave a lion emoji if you want to in the comments to let me know that you made it all the way to the end of the video. I always like, it's such a kick when people do that. I'm like, wow. Because I know that most people, because you know, YouTube tells you the statistics of your videos and stuff and how long like the average view of that video was and stuff. And it's always like, my videos are so long and the average view is so low that I'm like, okay, a lot of people are like clicking off after 5 minutes or something, 2 minutes. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't figure out all the math on it. But anyway, I'm always just super grateful for those of you who stick around to the end because you are definitely my people. And yeah, I'm sending you lots of love. I hope you're doing well. And, you know, let me know how you're doing if you want to, or leave a comment if you want to, or send me an email if you want to. And I will see you next time. Bye.